Right then guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm giving my thoughts on Michael Flynn getting sacked as Walsall manager. In the video I'll be giving my overall thoughts. Do I think it's the correct decision or not that Walsall have made, and what's let Michael Flynn down, and what he's done decent at the club, and what needs to change at Walsall Football Club in terms of people higher up and that run the club. So yeah, obviously today Michael Flynn, around lunchtime, a statement come out saying he got sacked and Wayne Hatswell will leave the club with him, with Matt Sadler taking over until the end of the season. Obviously got 3 games left now, 1 away to Crawley and 2 at home to Salford and Doncaster. So obviously last night was his last game, Michael Flynn, 3-0 defeat away to relegation, battling Harrogate. I did watch it on iFollow. I thought it was another shocking performance. We did have a little spells in the game where we dominated, but we didn't create much again. Yeah, I think Harrogate fully deserved the 3 points in overall play of the game. What's let him down, I think, tactically, I think he's let him down since January, really. I think we've gone into games a bit too defensive and we set up a little bit cautious and, you know, playing just to, you know, keep ourselves solid, which is good. That is a good foundation to have, but if you've got nothing going forward, then yeah, that's the problem. I think his January signings have let him down. I thought coming out of January we'd come out better, but obviously we haven't. But you've got to feel sorry for him a little bit. With a bit of luck, he could have still been in the job if the 2 up front would have got firing. Jamil Matt and Matt Stevens, like they did at Forest Green, and a few of the other players would have clicked. I think we'll be talking about a different story, but that's football. Yeah, like I said, 1 win in 20 is not good enough. We have won away all year in 2023. His away record has really let him down, and if you want to be a challenging side, you have to have a better away record. I mean, we're solid at home. I think we've only lost 4 at home all season, but that away record has really let him down. I really respect Michael Flynn as a guy, though. I really do like him. I like the way he comes across, and I think ever since the last 10 games, I think some of his post-match have been a bit questionable. Before that, I just like the way he came across. And yeah, we had a decent spell from October to December, but even before that, we were unbeaten. We went winless in 12 or 13 games. We haven't been consistent really as a side, and I think that's let Michael Flynn down, and he's had the sack. But yeah, I think some points we've had some all right spells under Michael Flynn in his 14 spells. He obviously kept us up when we were looking for the National League after that Scunthorpe defeat. He also took us on a good FA Cup run. I think that shouldn't go under the radar. We got to the 4th round, played Leicester. It was a sellout. So he deserves a lot of credit for that. But since the turn of the year, I think that really has let him down, because before that, fans were calling him, you know, the right man for the job. And I think, depending who they bring in the summer, I think he could have had a summer to see what he did in the transfer window, but the club have made that decision and we're looking elsewhere for a manager. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Sadler was given the job and we brought in a director of football. I wouldn't like to see that personally. I think that only works at Premier League, Championship level, and we don't need a director of football. We just need a manager who's going to bring in real quality. I think too many signings have let Michael Flynn down too. His recruitment a little bit. The only decent players brought in was Danny Johnson, Liam Bennett. They went back in January. Tom Knowles, and yeah, that's about it really. And Owen Evans in goal. I think that was a good signing. But yeah, I don't know what to think of this club at the moment. 8 managers in 8 years is just not sustainable. We need a manager to come in, and we're gonna have to we need a project really to build around, because we're just going through this manager's cycle, and that's making the next manager job, I think, a poison chalice. I don't know who I'd see to come in at Walsall. I might make another video on that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Matt Sadler or someone, because this is a poison chalice. You know, Michael Flynn only lasted 14 months. Darryl Clark, he didn't last 2 seasons, so it's not looking good. I think the board members, the likes of Stephen Gamble and Dan Moore, need questioning, because they've been at the club since a downfall really. They had one decent season with Dean Smith, but except for that, we've been on free fall really. And if we don't watch it, we could be in, you know, the bottom half next season, depending on the recruitment manager. You never know. You know, look at some teams that have gone down. Scunthorpe, they've got back-to-back relegations, so you never know. So we've got to be sensible with this appointment. I did say in my Michael Flynn appointment, this has to work for the club, and it obviously hasn't. He hasn't brought much success. But like I say, I do respect Michael Flynn as a manager. I do like him, and I do wish him all the best because he's a likeable manager. He does come across like that. I wish him all the best in the future, and I can see him going on to get another League Two club, and get another League Two club job and get promoted, and that wouldn't be surprising as a Walsall fan. Other managers have done it. Darrell Clark went to Port Vale, he got them promoted. And it's so frustrating when you see other managers that got appointed around the same time as Michael Flynn, the likes of Steve Evans, Richie Wellens were appointed at the same time. Lane Owen got promoted yesterday, and Stevenage are in the top three. So it is frustrating. I think there's deeper problems at the club, not just managers, and we just can't. We need to stop this sacking managers and going in a manager cycle. I'd have given, personally, in my overall thoughts, I'd have given Michael Flynn the summer. I think he deserved at least another transfer window to sort it out. He was never going to take 2 transfer windows, but ultimately, performances recently and results have let him down. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Leave me your thoughts in the comments on Michael Flynn getting a sack. Do you think it was the right decision or not? And let me know in the comments, who would you like to see replace Michael Flynn? I've seen a few names on Twitter go around, but it's early days. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and up the Saddlers.